I don't know if you remember me or not, but I'm Chloe, and this is my project. It's making videos. So the last video I made, the first video I made actually, I did not script it or anything, but I had a general idea of what I was going to say before I made the video. And frankly, that video turned out to be complete shit. So I'm not saying that I'm guaranteeing this video to be less shitty. I'm just saying I want to help improve that. I think that maybe if I just come up with original thoughts as I'm filming, it'll make a better overall video and viewing experience. The whole thing was a learning process, but now I'm not really sure what to talk about. I'm sitting in front of the One Ring, as you can see. I cut out a circle of cardboard. Took me like 2 giant boxes to do this. Spray painted it gold, then went in with a Sharpie and painstakingly wrote in every letter really slowly and exactly. I found the writing by Google image searching, the writing on the Lord of the Rings ring, and I found it, and I did it, and I cosplayed as the One Ring to The Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey. I never read all of The Hobbit or Tolkien's other books. I also do not recall watching the entire Lord of the Rings movie trilogy straight through or ever, but I have a cardboard replica of the One Ring hanging in my room. You could call me a poser. You could just call me an idiot. I usually don't like fake fans, but I'm a fan of the Hobbit movies. Is that acceptable? A guy who plays Keeley, Aidan Turner, I like him. And Martin Freeman and Benedict Cumberbatch. I've noticed that some interesting things happen in my life, but I'm not very good at storytelling, like in person. What I'm trying to do right now with a camera, I can't do that in person, or with a camera for that matter. My older brother is studying abroad in Sweden right now, and I'm Skyping with him, and he tells me hilarious stories. All he's telling me is about him sitting in his dorm room and friends coming and them playing Dota and board games and other games together because it's cold and wet and cold outside. Essentially, he's just telling me about playing board games with cool people, and that's really, really fun. But if I told that story, it would sound as lame as the way I just told that story. Meanwhile, not that my life is better because he's in Sweden, experiencing new culture, learning new things, but when I Skyped with him, I had recently competed in climbing competitions, competed in jazz competitions, and, done important things in my life. But when I told the story to him, I was like,
well, I finished first semester of junior year. I think I got straight A's, which is good. And I went to a climbing competition on Friday. I didn't place, but I thought I climbed really well. And then there was another climbing competition on Saturday, and I don't know how I did in that one because I had to leave early. So then after a few minutes of climbing in that one, I left for a jazz festival in Folsom. And that was kind of an all-day thing, and now I'm really tired. Yep.
And then he'll nod his head and say, cool, because he's respectful and he's my brother and he'll listen to me. But I can't even think of a fun way to tell the things that happened to me. I mean, maybe I could if I tried really hard, but I can't do it on the spot. It's just something I can't seem to do. It's one of those skills that I feel like everyone on the planet has. I just can't do it. Make your interesting life sound interesting to other people. I'm taking a journalism class at my high school. We're doing an assignment right now where we had to partner up with someone else in the class and do a radio story. My partner and I, for our radio story, chose the topic of the basic auto class at our high school. When we visited the auto shop to do the interviews and get some background sound like the engine roaring, what we did was we split up and she interviewed students and I took photos. Most of the students in this basic auto class happened to be 11th grade boys who did not take things seriously. There was only 2 cars for the class to work on, and they were practicing oil changes, so there was about 10 people huddled around each car. So I had to kind of get into the crowd and take a photo. I had some guys kind of say like, ooh, yeah, you take that photo. And I didn't really know what to say. They were just giving me a hard time. So I kind of ignored them and took some photos. Lots of them were really into photobombing. And when my partner was done interviewing the first guy, he walked over to his friends and they kind of talked, and then a few of his friends came over to me and said, "Hey, would you give our friend your number? He just got interviewed by your friend and he wants your number." I'm doing this article right now, so I'm not supposed to like. Okay. She wants to keep it professional. She's professional. She's on the job. She can't give out her number. She's on the job. It's not you. It's the job. Sorry. No, we understand. I didn't really know what to say. No one had ever asked me for my number before, let alone indirectly. I'm still not totally sure if his friends were just joking or not. Maybe I should mention what I was wearing. I didn't really think through my head, I'm going to an auto shop today to interview people. Maybe I shouldn't wear something impractical. No, I was wearing tights and a denim mini skirt and a purple sweater. And I'm not a skirt person. I'm usually wearing ill-fitting jeans and baggy sweatshirts. So this was an unusual outfit for me. And I don't know. This was a weird experience. I went home and checked myself out in the mirror, like the shallow 16-year-old girl I am, to see, maybe I did look really hot today, and some guy asked me for my number. Didn't even look that hot. I don't know. So that's all that. Yep. There's some filming?